All right. We're live up there. Hello, world. Nice to see you.
And here we go.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Sarcast. I am your host, Steve Lybrand. Joining me, Mr. Robert Rennie.
What's up, man? Welcome back.
What's up, dude?
We missed you last week.
It was just a scare.
All right.
It's a little pregnancy scare.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
So, I don't know if you guys addressed why I wasn't there. Like, I missed the beginning.
Well,
Mikey did a great job. You did a great job. Special thanks to, again, Mikey and Sandy from
on.
the Lady Jew show, Miss Lady J herself.
She did great.
She did awesome.
She's hilarious.
And they collected a ton of food for the Camp Out for Hunger. The turnout obviously wasn't what we wanted it to be, but we're in this COVID environment where it's just screwing everything up. So we're dealing with all the ramifications of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we're hoping to get past that as time goes, but vaccine's not going to be ready for a couple months before we start seeing the effects of that. So I feel like this is going to be.
Let me ask you a question. Vaccine. You getting it?
No.
Me either.
I'd want to see more data on it.
Yep.
I'm not just going to run out and just grab it.
Yeah.
The fact that they know how to treat this now, that their treatments are getting better and they're dealing with the hospitalizations, they have more. They have more technology out there as far as why can't I think of the word? What's the machine that they're using for them? Ventilators. Spent 20 years around them. Couldn't fucking remember the name of it. But I feel like I don't know enough about what the side effects are going to be. I've heard that the symptoms could be mild COVID. If that's the case, then yeah, I probably would. But I'm not a flu shot guy
I'm not
either.
Going first.
Yeah. No.
No joke. Not
no.
going first.
No, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? It has to be it has to be out there. I'm not going first at all.
And that makes sense. I get it.
The only way I'm going first is if they're paying thousands.
What's that?
I need money.
I don't know.
I want 10 grand. I'll go first.
So because I have
That ain't
underlying conditions, maybe more than one at this point, because I'm such a broken human being. Is depression and anxiety are those symptoms of COVID?
No.
Oh man. But
That's
yeah, because I'm a guy.
Now?
What's that?
That's something new you got?
The depression part, no. I'm depressed because I think it's seasonal. As the temperatures go up and down, is
it the football team?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Honestly, when it comes to sports right now, because of everything that's going on, I'm just happy we have something. My expectations of everything are so low. The only person that has high expectations, that I have high expectations for right now, is my oldest son. Other than him, no. I got nothing. Even my two little guys, I'm like, just go fucking live your life. I don't really care what you do. I don't really care.
I don't know what my expectations.
The oldest
are
one,
right
I'm all over him. I'm like, I'm not fucking. Listen, you're the one I can't fuck up. The other two behind, I can go. I was focused on the first one.
now. You got a built-in excuse.
I do. I gotta. I'll.
I like it. I like it though. It's good.
So I mean, I don't mind sharing this story because it's fucking hysterical. I mean, I'm sure that he would mind, but I don't really care. So my oldest son Dylan, as you know, he's 15. He'll be 16 in about
He's a rapper.
8 weeks.
You guys
Yeah.
better go check out his shit.
Yeah. He's a SoundCloud rapper, if you know what that is. Listen, I love him to death.
What's his name? I forget what his name is.
Arrow.
Damn.
I think it's Arrow. Phase Arrow or something. I don't know. Here's my thing about the kid. So I give him an incredible amount of credit because even what we do with like just the podcasting and jumping on other shows and stuff like that, and it takes guts to do it,
Yeah.
to put yourself out there.
Yes.
Like in so many different mediums. And that's the same thing with him. He's 15 and the kid's got courage for days. And I give him all the credit in the world. And if he wants to continue to try to hone whatever it is that he wants to hone, like I'm all for it. Like I'll support the shit out of that because I think it's rare as a 15-year-old that like you just have hopes and dreams like that.
Yeah.
Most kids are just like, I'm just trying to get by, you know? So it's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
so my man, he's like I said, he's on the cusp of 16. He knows that like the next 7 months are like so important for like his growth. Like it's license time, it's buy a car. So we got him a job. He's working at the front desk at a pizza place.
Mm-hmm.
So coming as part of the job, he got to cash in all of his bonds, get his own bank account. My man's got his own debit card now. So like I've noticed that
the other week that he got a Uber account or something.
He set up a Lyft account. So that's where I was going with this. So his mom, my ex-wife, took him to get his bank account set up. So I can't see what he's doing. I have no idea. I'm not involved in it. And I guess when they set it up, you know, she made it clear to him that like whatever you spend your money on, it's your money. Like if you run out of money, it's on you. But you're gonna want to start putting money away from your paychecks, cover insurance, car, and all that stuff. Let's get you ahead of the game. So she sends a text message today to me and him in a group text. And she goes, Dylan, first off, what is onlyfans.com? And when did you start using Lyft?
Whoa.
And my only response was just ha 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 all the way across because it's hysterical. So he goes, it was a joke between me and my friends. And he goes, I use the Lyft to get back and forth to my friend's house from time to time. Dad said to use Lyft because it's cheaper than Uber. My man just totally glazes over the OnlyFans thing, doesn't say anything, right?
So did you further ask him more questions about this?
No, I don't care.
I want to know who it was.
So she did.
I want to know what account he freaking subscribed to.
So she goes, there's 3 charges. And I went, what, to the Lyft? And he goes, nah, the fan, John. I'm like, that's not an accident. I just sent a gif of Denzel Washington going, my man. Like, what am I going to say to you?
I want to know what accounts he was in, dude.
I'll ask him. I'll see if maybe I can get you his login info or something.
Send that shit over.
I'll let you know.
I want to see.
Listen, but his excuse
OnlyFans is like the new browser.
Yeah, but like his thing was like
browsers, whatever.
Brazers, I think
browsers.
I
Whatever.
thought
You know what I'm
OnlyFans
talking
was
about.
just like amateur, like side hustle. Like,
oh, it's amateur side hustle, but it's professional side hustle too.
is it?
Oh yeah. Oh,
So like
yeah.
professionals have OnlyFans as well?
Oh fuck yes.
Are you on OnlyFans?
No.
Have you ever been on there?
I've tried to go on. I don't have an account though, and I'm not putting my credit card information on.
I hope that someday I wind up in a group text between you and Liz is like, "What's this Lyft charge? And why are you using OnlyFans?"
Well, that won't happen because
I'm just kidding.
yeah, I don't use that card for anything.
I got a different card. Rob's got a burner card.
No, I have my own account.
Anyway,
Just like Dill, I got my own account.
I believe you.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was pretty funny. Like, I guess she expected the reaction from me to be like, I'm not gonna chastise the kid. Like, he's almost 16. Like,
Bro, he's a growing boy. What do you want him to
almost
look
a
at?
man,
Wait, what
like-
do you want him to look at?
yeah, like The fact
Dude,
that
look,
like
when we were like 15 or 16, maybe even 14, like I was stealing Uncle Joey's fucking books.
15, 16?
Maybe even younger, 13, 12. I don't
Yeah, it would be
I don't
younger.
remember, but younger.
It would be
like,
definitely younger.
Yeah. But I
yeah.
was stealing the books, like in fucking. He had so many of them. I literally would just take one. He didn't even know.
We
Uncle Joe, I hope you're listening.
We grew up in a pretty populated neighborhood, so I think when we hit like late 15, early 16, I didn't need those anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying though. Like,
yeah,
you know,
like it's different for them now. They're going through COVID. They can't get to each other's houses. There's not hangouts anymore.
Well, I mean, obviously, we didn't have the internet.
It's not that big a deal. Like I thought it was hysterical.
We didn't have the internet.
No.
If we would have had the internet, we'd have been like, "Fuck a book, dude." What
if we had the internet when we were in our, young tween years or teenage years? Like literally every dude would be walking around looking like Popeye.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Everybody would have one really strong forearm. Look like a bunch of fucking arm wrestlers.
We were trying to press the AB button on the Comcast remote just to see a titty.
Yeah.
Like,
and that became like, listen, honestly, you could tell who's got strong thumbs. They got the Spice Channel. Like Brandon Cormier, strong thumbs.
Is he listening?
He was. But yeah, so my man, he's got an OnlyFans account. And like I'm not gonna put him on blast. I thought it was hysterical. Like, I'm cool with that.
It is what it is.
It's his account. Like, spend his money on whatever he wants.
Look, let me be real, Freddie.
Yeah.
Nate has pointed me in the direction of some Instagram girls. Like, he's like, "Yo, go check this one out." Like, literally, the one day we were in a car, he's like, "Go look." He's showing me, like, "Look at this one."
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like a rite of passage.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this week, tonight is obviously Thanksgiving Eve. We were. What do you want to get into first? You want to do side dishes and all that stuff later?
Whatever you want, bro.
All right, so let's start off with this. So for those of you listening at home, I don't want you to judge me for this, okay? I know you're going to, but I don't hit my inbox. All right. This is
don't at me, bro.
Right. Don't hit my inbox with anything. I don't want any judgment for this. All right. So we've talked about this before on other shows, Rob, where like I'll have like weird thoughts about things and I'll just think about it.
Yeah.
But like I don't like act on it.
Okay.
Like in regards to like standing in line.
Okay.
He said, "Damn." Brandon said, "Damn, put my business in the streets." You know.
That's why he's still playing
thumbs.
softball. He's the only one still playing.
He had fucking strong thumbs.
The rest of us suck.
Yeah. So we've talked about this before, like standing in line at the supermarket and you just got the old lady in front and you're just like, I wonder what would happen if I just hauled off and punched her square in the back of her head. Yeah. Like, does she sprawl out on the ground? Like, does somebody intervene, or like, do I just move her shit out of the way and put my stuff there? Now, I've never acted on it, but like when you're standing in line and it's a long line, you think of weird shit, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like, how can I get in front? Like, is someone else going to open a line?
Like, you're totally
run over there and look like an asshole.
I'm not the only one who judges the shit out of everybody in the supermarket.
Bro, it's one of my favorite things to do, though, is actually people watch.
Oh, yeah.
And judge them completely right then and there in my head.
So, like, first off, if you try to go into the self-checkout line and you're using it and the whole shopping cart's full, you're an asshole.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you know that fucking someone's going to have to come help you because the fucking scale where you put the bags and shit ain't large enough. Like,
please replace the items in the bagging area, please. So, like, but I see people that go in there.
Is this bad? Ready? So I was at the self-checkout and I bought like 3 things. Okay. So I hit the thing. I scan one, beep. I scan the other, beep. I scan the other, beep. Okay. I put everything in the bag. I pay. I look at the receipt on my way out the door. I was like, that one didn't scan. But it beeped.
It beeped. I heard a beep.
Kept going.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
No, you did your duty.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to throw you off.
No, you're right. But like when you're standing there in line and you're watching people, and like there should be like a 10 items or less limit on going through the self-checkout.
It has to be, dude.
I'll
go 15. I'll go 15
because 15,
like,
that's fine.
Because like you could buy like 4 packages of something. Like I don't feel like that should throw you out of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also those people that go in there with the full shopping cart and it doesn't cross their mind as they're going up to the fucking line that as they empty their cart, they have no place to put the bags. So they've got bags spread out all over the floor. But that's not how we got on this tangent. The story is I've legit sat in line in many places, and I'll get stuck behind somebody, big thick neck bastards, old women, pregnant ladies, and it'll just dawn on me. What happens if I punch this person in the back of the head? What are the repercussions?
Hopefully they just fall and everyone's like, yo, what happened?
What are the repercussions?
He swung.
What happens if I just swing on an old person?
You're going to look like an asshole if someone filmed it.
I don't care about that part. Nobody's going to film it. Who's going to be filming it?
Yo, dude.
It's quick. My job's fast.
Listen, man, there was a fight in a Wawa with someone's pants down, and the first thing someone did was film it.
But yeah, the guy had his pants down for a couple minutes before somebody broke out the phone. All right, so second random thought. All right.
Your mom said jail.
What's up, Moo? Probably would go to jail, Mom. You're right. All right, so here's my second thought. So I like science. You like science?
Well, that's cool.
Gasoline, combustible by heat, right?
Okay.
Is it? I'm asking. I don't know.
I thought it was flame.
Flame, right?
Flame.
It'll break out, right?
It has
Spark.
to have a flame, not just like heat, though.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, it has to have. Well, I mean, like obviously, I guess there's a certain
extreme heats or
extreme heat, though. Like I'm talking probably like 200 and something degrees.
You think?
Yeah.
So I've seen some things like the hand warmers.
Yeah.
That you put in your gloves or whatever to keep your hands warm.
Yeah.
If you pour gasoline in a bucket, drop one of those hand warmers in there, it'll explode. There's no spark, no nothing.
Well, that's probably because of the chemical makeup of those.
Ooh, I didn't think of it that way.
The hand warmers, like it's not necessarily the heat.
Got ya.
It's the chemical in the little heater thing.
Got ya.
Because those things can actually burn your hands too.
Yes, they're too hot. Or if you open them up.
Yeah.
So my question is, what would happen? And this is again driving down the road, and my mind for no reason goes here. Gasoline in a coffee maker.
Nothing.
You think it would just go right through the cycle?
Yeah.
I think that motherfucker blows up.
I don't think so.
I think it gets hot enough that it blows up because I think it's combustible. And I'm retarded, and I'm sitting there at a red light, people beeping behind me when the light turns green because I'm off in La La Land. True story. Long ride. I got somebody in the lift, and they're in the back seat as I'm thinking about this. I'm pondering what happens. Again, don't judge me. Don't hit my inbox. I'm pondering what happens if you try to run gasoline through a coffee maker.
Nothing. It just runs through and smells like gas.
The person in the back seat, quiet. Doesn't say a word for a good 20, 25 minutes. Hang on. Huh? I forgot they were back there. I started talking to myself, and I went, it's got to explode.
Are you telling the truth?
Yes.
So you were just talking to yourself?
I wasn't talking to myself per se. Like I wasn't working it out the same way I'm doing with you. But like I'm thinking it in my head, and I'm just sitting there at the red light. Light turns green, and I went, well, it's got to explode.
You just said that out loud?
The person pulled their earbuds out and went, what's that? And I went, we're almost there. Because it didn't even dawn on me. They were still in the car. I've called myself singing, because people get in, they got their earbuds on, and I don't know what's going on. I get lost in the moment, especially in the morning.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think it would explode.
I think it explodes. I think it's combustible. I think the heat as it goes through.
All right, man. Here, listen. So I'm going to do this week.
You're going to throw gasoline through a coffee maker.
Yes, sir.
Videotape it, throw it up on the site because I need to know what happens.
I will.
All right, I'm with this. So my final weird thought. Now, if you're squeamish, maybe not even squeamish, this might not be the story for you if you're eating dinner.
Yeah.
You know anything about kidney stones?
I know that I've heard they hurt.
Right.
And they come out and they look like little pebbles.
Right.
Yeah. Apparently Creever had one.
All right. So here's my question on kidney stones. And if anybody's had this happen, I would love the chat because I'm so curious.
You had it?
No, never had a kidney stone. Yeah. I know that they're painful as shit. I know people like dudes that are like, it's the most awful pain, god awful ever. Women compare it to
childbirth.
Yeah. Now, it's not always. That's the most severe situations. Other times you just pass the kidney stone, right?
And never even know. Yeah.
And that, well, you would know. I mean,
That's-
I'm sure it's
yeah.
uncomfortable, but you pass it out through your urine when you're taking a leak.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Have you ever wondered if that's the only way that you can pass one?
I've never really wondered about it because I don't really.
But do you know where I'm going with this?
What? Like, are you shitting one out? What?
Obviously, you can't shit
one out.
Yes.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes.
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. So I got curious. I was like, I know that you can pass it through your urine.
Wait.
Now, if you Google,
now,
listen,
now,
I
hold
Googled
on.
it. I know the answer.
I have
know
to
the answer.
clarify this, okay?
Yes.
You're not making this up.
No.
Like, this was a legit thought of yours. Like, wow, I wonder if you could
I'm
do
not
this.
just presenting this to you like,
Bro, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. But you'll be happy to know that I Googled it.
And you can't.
And you can.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
So doctors say if you are prone to kidney stones, it's actually better for you to have sex up to 3 times a week because you can pass it through your orgasm.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Which got me curious.
Okay.
First off, it makes a money shot really, really dangerous.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You take somebody's eye out. Now, the speed at which that ejects, I don't know. I've heard upwards of 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
It comes out fast. It goes fast,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got to thinking, can a kidney stone be passed twice?
What? Can you pass it to a woman?
You pass it to her.
Dude, what the fuck is
And I don't know that she passes it out.
wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me, Rob. These are legit thoughts.
No, dude, these are whack.
Why is it? Listen, I know you're curious now.
No, like what happens to it then?
But-
Come on. I'm sure you Googled that part too. So come on.
I
let's go.
didn't. That part I didn't Google because
Okay.
that hit me after the fact.
You're fucking whack.
I was just surprised that you could fire it out.
I mean, I'm surprised that you can fire it out.
Yeah,
That other part though never.
It's like a
crossed my
pellet
mind,
gun, bro.
dude. Like,
it's like a pellet gun. If you got multiple locked in
I
the
mean,
chamber,
if you shoot
can
that, yeah, you might fuck up the throat.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you might like fucking,
Fire one right in the back.
Yeah, she might be like, "Oh man, that fucking thing in the back
Yeah.
of my throat hurts now."
Yeah,
that thing's hanging or whatever.
the dangling.
Yeah,
That dangly thing in the back of my throat. Maybe that's what she's talking about. I want you to hit that dangly thing in the back of my throat. It's a target.
all right, man. Now we're quoting Cardi. Fuck it, let's go.
But like now, I guarantee you've never thought of that before, but now you're curious.
I never thought of any of that. Like honestly, like beyond like just the fact of what it would feel like pissing it out.
So this is why I'm so full of stupid, worthless knowledge, because I have these dumbass thoughts, and then I got to go look up what's the answer, what happens. But so yeah, in case you were wondering, you can pass a kidney stone that way.
Interesting. See, now you know.
Yeah, and tune in for more recipes. Stay with us.
More facts.
Yeah.
That's the name of the episode tonight. Is facts.
Yeah, weird facts with Steve.
And Rob.
Well, you're here, but you didn't come up with any weird facts.
It
You don't have
doesn't-
any weird
I
thoughts.
still have to now fucking think about that. And like
Yeah.
now it's gonna fucking
Forever.
now I'm really gonna have to talk about that somewhere else. I don't
It's
even
going to come up. You're going to
understand
bring it up in conversation, and you're going to be like, did you know?
Yeah.
If you guys are listening at home, what weird thoughts do you have? I can't be the only one.
I don't know, bro. That's a crazy one.
It's not that crazy.
You know, like you're saying weird thoughts. I wish sometimes that the phone had like you just click a button and it would slap the shit out of the person on the other end.
That would be pretty interesting. I mean, we're probably close to that, but like if you're the person on the other end, you would have that disabled. You're not going to allow yourself to get hit.
Don't give a fuck. I just wish it was an
You
option.
could send a shock.
Something.
You could shock.
I wish it was a
somebody's-
fucking option because I would have fucking used it a lot lately.
I assure you, Ma Dukes, I am your child.
Yeah, he's yours. No one kidnapped him.
No, I just have. I mean, I think about interesting things. If you're going to do the gasoline thing though this weekend, I got to see that.
Right.
Got to pour it in where the water goes. Run it with filter and coffee.
Yeah,
I think it's going to explode, dude. I
mean, I'm not putting a filter in it because it really doesn't matter. It's just
it
liquid.
does because it filters it.
Doesn't matter.
All right, if you're not going to do it right, then I mean,
bro, the question was, I'm going to put a coffee pot, and I'm going to put gas in the water part, and then I'm going to turn it on.
It's going to explode.
All right. Well, I'm going to be far enough away just in case, and we'll see what happens.
It's going to explode.
All right, well, we'll find out. Hopefully, the cops don't come.
Are you doing this in your backyard?
No.
Where are you going to do it at?
Parking lot.
Which parking lot?
Some parking lot. At work.
At work? You have electrical outlets there?
I got extension cords.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
Or a generator. Either one. Extension cord,
So stay tuned this week for Rob Nye, the science guy, as we find out what happens if you try to run gasoline through a coffee maker.
Has anyone ever done it?
I don't want to know. I want to see you do it because if you find it on the internet, you're going to be like, no, I don't have to do it. I need you to do it, Rob. Stop looking. Stop searching this out. Do you want to get into our Thanksgiving stuff? Yeah, Joan says film it. We want to see this, Rob.
I'm going to film it no matter what.
I dig it. You have an old coffee maker? Or you can use the one from here at the studio.
I got one.
This is going to be amazing.
I think I got one somewhere. I'll find one.
Yeah, gasoline?
Yeah, I got.
I like it.
I got everything.
So we ran.
It's actually not on YouTube.
Oh, dude, then this is money, Bo.
This is our fucking trick to fame, bro. Bro, this is our trick to fame. We're doing this shit. We're doing this shit in 5 minutes. Fuck this. We're taking the show outside.
It's going down right now. I dig it, man. Let's talk about Thanksgiving.
First off, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there listening and everyone who has listened and everyone who listens in the future. Wish you all the best.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Just happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah,
Remember tomorrow when you're celebrating. It's the celebration of the white man stealing a bunch of native lands using blankets covered in smallpox.
All right, man. Now that you just fucking put a damper on it.
And cranberry sauce. Because I'm convinced there's cranberry sauce. So, a couple things that I learned over the last few days. So I did a social experiment because I wanted to see what the GOAT, the greatest of all time, side dish is.
Okay.
And the consensus, what do you think it is?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, right?
Yeah.
I would have went mashed potatoes too. Mashed potatoes is not the GOAT.
Is it?
So, stuffing.
All right.
I'm not a stuffing guy, and I'm going to fuck stuffing up for everybody. Stuffing to me is it's exactly what it is. It's soggy bread.
Breadcrumbs.
I got that. It's soggy bread.
Yeah.
You wouldn't eat a hoagie that had too much oil on it. It was soggy bread.
Yeah, but you tighten it up. You throw some celery and shit in there.
No, I got you. It's still soggy bread.
It's okay. It's good though.
Soggy.
Do you eat
bread.
it? Let me ask you a question.
I don't eat it.
Now, on your study, was it like
I didn't study. I asked.
All right, stuffing in the turkey or just stuffing?
So it's stuffing, but
so I don't like it from the turkey.
Okay.
Like I don't want to stuff it in. Huh?
What's your thing? How do you like it?
Just make it like stovetop, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So some good ones. One of the top-notch items, Falcon. Falcon's a good side dish.
Falcon?
Yeah, North Catholic.
Oh, yeah, I got that one.
Falcon. Bacon, mac and cheese. That's pretty good.
Green bean casserole?
Huh?
Green bean casserole?
Green bean casserole came up a few times. Beer and whiskey. Asparagus wrapped in bacon popped in the oven with a butter sauce and a pinch of salt. That sounds amazing.
That sounds very good.
But it's got to be fresh asparagus.
But see,
again,
to
I'm not
me-
going mushy ass asparagus.
To me, though, that's not just like a Thanksgiving thing.
Okay.
Like, shouldn't it just be like kind of like what you always make with your turkey? So, like, for instance, like we're making like a Brussels sprout, like a shredded Brussels sprout. Like,
Shredded Brussels sprouts?
yeah, you shred them.
Why?
It's good. It's banging. It's
So
delish.
I as in my older years, I've become a big fan of like grilled Brussels sprouts, like charred.
Okay.
Fantastic with salt and butter.
Mhm.
I'm all over it.
Yeah.
So go ahead, tell me
You
about
gotta try
yours.
some balsamic. on that,
Balsamic?
too. Yeah,
Balsamic?
balsamic.
I don't know what that means though, man.
Put some balsamic on that shit. It tastes delicious.
What's balsamic?
You don't know what balsamic is?
No.
What are you talking about? It's a fucking dressing.
Balsamic.
Balsamic.
Not balsamic.
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 Stop correcting me, man.
I'm
That's not what the fuck this
correcting
show
you,
is.
man.
It's balsamic. Whatever.
Send him in. Send the kid in.
Yeah, go ahead.
So here was the number one overall choice for top side dish.
Okay.
And we got Jimmy joining us, Jim Marcus from the Santa Boot First podcast. Which side you gonna get on? No, come over here so you're on camera, dude.
I'm used to my normal seat.
I got you. We do it a little different here. You got to get on camera.
I need to put a condom on my mic, I guess. First.
You do.
I'm squirting on the table.
That's right.
Condoms,
Getting
squirting on
everything.
the table. It's
We're all about safety here. It's because you couldn't cook for shit, Joan, with your fucking mushy Brussels sprouts and your mushy asparagus. I don't like mushy, apparently is what it is. So stuffing, but a very specific kind of stuffing.
Okay.
Stuffing with sausage in it.
yes.
That's good.
I've
Anything you
I've
put
never
meat
had-
in is good. Like, honestly.
Interesting.
Like, some people
Rob,
turducken?
Can you? I want you to isolate that one, and I want that put on a soundboard.
What?
Anything you put meat on is good.
All right. Fine.
That needs
Cool.
to be on the soundboard.
All right. I'll just never play it, but it'll be there.
I'm getting my own soundboard in here, Rob.
I heard you mention a couple while I was sitting out there.
Yeah, the mac
Green
mac
bean
and cheese.
casserole.
Yeah.
I will be doing the green bean casserole.
I'm not a green bean casserole either. My wife makes it though. We have it at the house.
Fine
Very
item.
good.
And then we just the stuffing. So I'm doing a chorizo cornbread stuffing.
You like spicy?
I do like spicy.
So I can't do spicy. I get heartburn real bad because I'm a bit of a bitch.
Tums. Come on.
I take meds for it, but I'm also
He owns stock in Tums.
I do own
believe
stock
me.
in Tums. So here's my thing. I have a very mature palate. This is true story.
Okay.
Let's hear this.
So
Just not thoughts.
Huh?
Just not mature.
just definitely not thoughts. I have a mature palate. Like
It
I grew
stops
in,
at your nose.
yeah, I grew in areas that I was not ready to grow in. So I can't eat certain things if it's overwhelming. So like
What do
if
you
I were
mean
to get
overwhelming, like
if I were to get hot wings, the only thing I would taste is spice. I wouldn't get to enjoy the actual wing. I would taste no meat. I would taste no breading. I would just taste spice. So like I get my balls busted all the time because of like I'm not a big cheesecake or cheesesteak guy. I'm not a big cheeseburger guy. I'll get a hamburger. I'll get a plain steak because I want to enjoy the meat. I want to enjoy the bread. To me, cheese has a really overwhelming taste.
okay.
It's interesting because they say as you get older,
Right.
your taste buds actually get like dulled.
Right.
Like I my grandmother, as she was a great cook, and then as she got down the line a little bit, like, Grandma, what's in your meatballs? There's nothing there. And she used to make great meatballs. But it's interesting that you're saying, as you're getting older, you feel you're tasting things are stronger.
It's not that they're stronger. It's just that, like, I'm much more selective. Like things that I would never touch when I was a
sensitive
kid.
to it.
Yeah, like I would never touch as a kid. I'm like, I gravitate towards that. I want that now. Like I was just saying, like Brussels sprouts. Even my mom said, as a kid, I wouldn't touch a Brussels sprout. However, I learned how to properly make a Brussels sprout, you bitch, which changes the entire aspect of how you eat it.
Let me kick your Brussels sprout up a notch. When you're roasting it, bacon.
All right.
That bacon fat in there with that Brussels sprout. And I don't like Brussels sprouts at all.
all
But
right.
just smelling them. I cook them for my wife all the time. Just
I dig
smelling them.
What do you
That's-
cook bacon? Like
Yeah, you just
save the
you
bacon
fry
for-
chop it
bacon
up.
and just put the Brussels
You
sprouts.
chop
in
it up
there
and put it
cook
right.
all
I mean, if
together?
you're
Oh,
roasting
yeah,
it,
yeah, okay.
if you're roasting it at
Yeah.
4.25, 450, it's going to cook the
so-
bacon as well, and it's just
I fire it on the grill.
okay. Well, yeah.
So I bought I bought one of those trays that you can cook veggies in,
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
and I just throw them on there and I salt the shit out of them. I spray them down with the I can't believe it's not butter, just to keep them wet and get the salt to stick to them.
You got to put balsamic in there too.
Balsamic. He said something about squirting.
He said
balsamic.
balsamic,
Balsamic. Whatever, dude. Come on.
balsamic,
Balsamic.
I'm a fucking mutant.
Balsamic.
Balsamic, he said. Put in the
70
balsamic.
Sam.
Yeah.
But I'll give the balsamic a chance. I'll give it a go. But I like it without it. And I've also, like, I'm the only one in my house now that'll fuck with spinach.
I'll do spinach.
Like, I dig spinach a lot.
Yeah.
I do heavy butter, heavy salt.
And spinach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little garlic and olive oil.
I don't even need, listen.
Everything in my house has garlic in it.
Got it.
So that's a good dish for me. I can't do cream anything. I won't do cream
won't do
corn. I won't
cream.
do cream spinach. I can't.
That's another thing I don't like. I don't like sour cream.
It depends. I'll do sour cream on a
I
taco.
won't fucking touch it.
Some dips with a little sour cream.
I'll
maybe.
do sour cream and onion dip all day,
Yeah.
but I won't put sour cream on anything else.
Why?
I don't know. Just won't.
Weird.
I'm a consistency guy. So there's certain things that I won't eat just because of how they like you're talking
Texture.
about mushy.
My wife's very
texture. I didn't eat a full orange until I was probably in my late 30s. Like,
Yeah.
playing soccer at sports growing up, they always gave me the orange slices. I just sucked the juice out and left the pulp and threw it to the side. But I don't eat seafood because of the texture.
right.
Yeah, there's just certain fruits
So-
I won't eat.
We're going to go off on a little bit of a tangent here. So I am like the consummate husband when it comes to making sure that my wife is taken care of. So my wife has texture issues, and there's certain things that she just cannot eat because it's got onions in it. She doesn't like onions. Now
Yeah.
she's cool with onion flavor, but she can't do onion like chopped onion.
My wife's the same way.
So we'll buy store-bought sauce. Now,
If you
if
go to
you've
same-
ever had store-bought sauce like a ragu, regardless, traditional,
Yeah.
it always it's loaded up with onions. You'd be surprised how much onions are in there. I actually have to take a colander and I have like a sifter,
Dude,
and I pour the sauce through the sifter, and then I have to take a spatula and feed it through so none of the onions get
Why don't
into
you
the
just
sauce.
Buy a
It's-
different kind of sauce.
Because you
with no
can't.
onions.
They all cook it with onions.
Every single brand.
Every single brand, because onions add flavor to the sauce.
is
Okay.
Desiree a Kenzo?
Huh?
Is she a Kenzo?
She's close. She's border.
My wife the same way.
Do you do
When
it?
we first got married, I don't do it. I don't use the jar sauce anymore as much as I try to make my own. But
He's
yeah,
a fancy man.
it was the same shit. She would. The first time I saw her doing it, I'm like, "What are you doing? Did you drop something in the sauce?" No, I'm getting the onions out of it. Are you serious?
Right. But how surprised were you the first time you saw it? You're like, holy shit,
But
that's
wait
a
a minute.
fuck ton of onions.
Hold on.
Yeah,
You're still.
There's like
but the
quarter cup
onion-
of onions in there, bro.
I don't put
But the
onions in
onion
mine.
taste is still in the sauce,
It's not
Yeah.
the taste. She doesn't care about the taste.
but you don't even eat it. Like you don't even know you're eating it.
She does.
How?
Because she's fucking
My
weird.
wife is
I'm
the
not
same
saying
way.
that this is normal.
Like
I make my chili. I see like a little pile to the side. I'm like, "What's that?" The onions. I either cut them really big so she can see them, or I try to cut them small enough where they like just dissipate, dissolve in the sauce. And
Yeah.
she's still picking at them. My
I
one
think-
buddy said to her, she would find something wrong with a bowl of cereal that she poured herself. She
Yeah.
would pick something out of it.
My
Very
wife's the same
picky.
thing. She's very picky when it comes to her food. She's very meticulous. Like I've watched her pick things out of it all the time. Like she's like the mama going through making sure there's no bugs in the hair. Like she's like meticulous as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like when we get Chinese food, she goes through and she'll fucking literally. You're not sneaking anything past her.
Oh,
She
see,
goes
dude,
through and
I
she
just-
picks everything out that she doesn't want. But I think the only reason that she married me is because I'm the 1 in 10 that doesn't like onions. Again, I'm okay with onion flavor, but I don't put onions on shit. Again, overwhelming taste.
I'll eat an onion by itself.
I'm not surprised
Not
by
a
it.
lot. Like
I
I'll
like
eat
a
little
fried
piece.
onion. I'll do a little red onion on a salad.
Why you send
you know?
Deacon?
Yeah, I'll that's one of the veggies that I'm good with.
Nah, just the taste, man. Go in there.
What's
You wanna hop on?
pouring it out?
Pour one out for my homie.
We got some drinks out there.
I dig it.
Like always.
Come join us, Deke. We're talking about Thanksgiving.
Good thing to talk about.
We're talking about side dishes and again stuffing with sausage. Another one was stuffing with like cranberries or raisins.
Apples. I've heard.
Apples was another one. Like
apple,
again,
like chunks of apple and stuff is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't.
Dried cranberries is all right.
yeah. I'm a cranberry sauce guy. That would have been my goat.
Yeah.
The can. Listen, I get shit for it, but I'll eat the whole can myself. It's got to be jellied. I'm convinced they had that at the first Thanksgiving.
I'm sure they
Out of the can.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, I'm not a cranberry guy.
Yeah.
You can keep your cranberry.
No jelly cranberries.
Again,
I'll end the show right now.
It's a texture thing, and it's a
not.
texture thing.
It's like Thanksgiving Jello.
And I don't really eat Jello.
It's Thanksgiving Jello.
I'm under the age of 70. I don't really enjoy Jello that much.
How about on
I'm over 10 and under 70.
Right.
How
I'm
about
in
on
that window.
the day after turkey sandwich?
Day after turkey sandwich is good. You throw everything on the roll.
Cranberry?
No.
No.
The cranberry
How
doesn't
do you
come anywhere near
lubricate
my
it?
plate.
How do you lubricate it?
Gravy.
Mayo or gravy?
Gravy. Now here, I went out today and I got some egg roll wrappers. I'm gonna make Thanksgiving egg rolls the day after.
Oh,
Yeah, gonna give that a shot.
I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Yeah,
put in
that's,
it?
that's a good choice.
The turkey,
Turkey.
stuffing, and then I'll go.
So is it gonna be like-
gravy, mashed potatoes? We'll see. I gotta see.
Is this
how
going
much
to
I
be a
can roll.
dumpling or a pierogi?
Yeah, it's gonna be an egg roll.
Interesting.
It's gonna
You
be an
don't
egg
strike me as a kind of can roll.
roll. Bro, I can
What
cook.
do your blunts look like?
Not that tight. I gotta be honest with you. I always let
This is
somebody
going to
else.
be a shitty
I
egg
always
roll.
let
I'm letting you know
somebody
right now.
else I always let somebody else do those.
This is going to be a shitty egg roll. Things are going to be falling out of both ends.
Those you can seal a little easy.
You were a bowl guy. I got
was
you.
always pass it.
Yeah, the bowl guy. It's a little different here. We got Deke and Jimmy joining us from Santa Boot First. They're going to follow us tonight, but usually you can hear those guys on Thursday nights, 7:00.
Yep.
We've been doing this now, like podcasting for shit. It's been over 3 years now.
Yeah.
And you guys, we all started at the same time at different various places, and it's you guys are obviously my favorite partners to jump on with, and vice versa, and bus balls. We're all from the same area.
It just flows naturally
Yes.
with me, right? With the age thing.
Well, I mean,
Are my kids looking?
Seems like that's not the only thing, but okay, you can focus on
there.
Yeah,
We'll go there.
I can think just that part.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's been a good 3 years, man. It's
It's-
always fun doing the crossovers like this. I enjoy
Yeah.
it.
We don't get to do it as much anymore because we're the only ones in here on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
But obviously we love doing the crossovers and doing doing the live shows we did last week. We'll have some more of those coming up and continue our partnership with Patty Wax. And my buddy Scott said, "What up, you fucking turkeys? Love it." It's Thanksgiving, man.
I get it.
So, Deke, what's your goat side item? Rob and I both went mashed potatoes, but I'm mixing corn in mine.
Stuffing.
Bro,
Stuffing's
hold
the
up.
goat.
Hold on 1 sec, real quick. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Corn in your mashed potatoes.
I gave that a
it. No, it is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yes, like literally, if I have mashed potatoes, I'm like, "Where's the corn?" They go together. I can't eat them any other way.
Us Frankfurt kids are way more eclectic than these North kids.
Yeah, we have taste buds.
I mean, we still have a school. So.
Listen, they don't even use.
Yeah, you guys
turkeys.
played anybody this?
We still have a
Not
school.
to get
so.
off the rails, but do you guys have a new rivalry? Is there a Frankfurt game? Well, I guess there
COVID.
isn't. Yeah, right.
So
There's
I
nothing this
think-
year. I forget. Never mind.
COVID.
So normally, I think they have something set up where they play boys Latin, but as a result of not having a Thanksgiving game anymore, a lot of times because Frankfurt's still playing, they're generally in the playoffs. So they're in the hunt for like states and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know what North does now. I think
Yeah.
a bunch of older
Mhm.
guys get together and
Yeah,
there
there's,
might be
I think there's a game across the street from Dagwoods.
Yeah,
there's
That's
probably
a rough
one.
touch.
There's probably one down at
there's definitely one at Denai.
Juniata,
There's always
there's-
one at Denai.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get together and they break out a case of Natty Ice, pour them out for all the
ice.
pour them out for all the homies we lost this year.
Hey, if we could still get Bud Ice, it would
Right.
probably be Bud Ice.
Guys get all liquored up and then they salivate over the fake turkey they're gonna have, which actually is just pigeon because that's all you guys can afford in Juniata.
Well, listen, mister, I eat my Kensington shrimp with a fork. Look at you, all high society. The guy can't eat a cheese curl without a fork.
That's true. Go back to the prior episode.
I
I'm
want
not
to
getting
see
into that
you
tonight.
eat a cheese curl with a fork.
You didn't know this, Deke?
That takes skill.
Nah.
Deke, you didn't know this about me?
No.
He's like Costanza.
All
with a
right.
Snickers
Steve,
bar.
your mom said the North people are playing with their walkers.
They are playing with their walkers. So,
I can't retort. I mean, my school's closed.
cheese curls.
Yeah.
I don't like. My wife calls me I'm kind of a bitch about this. I
That's
don't
the
like
second
the
time
cheese.
you called yourself a bitch.
I am.
tonight.
I don't
that I've
like
been
the
sitting here.
cheese on my fingers.
Dude, that's part of the experience.
It's not for me.
Yes,
It's not for me.
well, we knew you were a little
It gets
off
worse.
kilter
It gets
there.
worse, Deke. I'll eat them with a fork because I don't want to get on my hands. So here's the most embarrassing thing, the most emasculating thing you can go through as a guy. When you go out to a barbecue joint with your wife and she's got sauce all over her face and her fingers, and I'm literally shaving the meat off
Wow.
of the bone
Wow.
because I don't want to get barbecue sauce on my
Wow.
fingers. Yes. This is a legit thing.
Dude.
It's happened.
They should, the proprietor of that restaurant should come over to you and say,
I've been asked
"Excuse
to
me,
leave.
sir, could you please go to McDonald's?"
I've been asked to
Do you
leave.
wear a bib?
Huh?
Do you wear a bib?
If they had one, yes, I would.
I'd be all right with the bib.
I'm okay with
Because
a bib.
it's easier to do this with the bib than it is to take your shirt, wipe your
True.
face with your shirt.
I legit, before I start eating, I will take every bone one by one and shave all of the meat off of it.
Wow.
I cut fork and knife, and I get all of it off.
I don't know if emasculating is a strong enough word.
Is there another word
It'd be
for
better
it?
if your wife did it for you.
What's the,
Is there,
If you like passed a plate across and said, "Desiree, can you please peel the meat off for me?"
so
in bite-sized pieces?
I'm the same dude that gets the onions out. All right. So we have our things.
So, okay, well, there you go.
We have our things. I also cut her meat for her.
When you're out or when you're home?
When we're home.
Seriously.
It'd be awesome if we were out, but no. Sadly, no.
How about hot dogs? You cut up hot dogs or take the skin off the hot dogs?
So did you hear the part about the onions?
No.
So my wife, she's got texture issues, and I found out that she's not the only one. Jimmy's wife, also same thing. He actually asked if my wife was a Kenzo.
I thought it was a Kenzo thing.
It might be. She's on the outskirts. So like store-bought sauce in a jar, it's loaded up with onions.
Uh-huh.
So I have to take the sauce and I have to sift it through a colander to get all of the onions out of the sauce.
Okay.
And that's how we eat spaghetti. Otherwise, she won't eat it. If she finds one onion, I get hit
How
again.
about ragu? Ragu
I mean,
doesn't-
I fall again.
ragu doesn't have any chunks in it.
It
do.
does.
I'm
It's
telling
not
you.
chunks. It's not chunks, dude. You would be surprised how many minced onion pieces are in spaghetti sauce.
Heather will
Doesn't
take
ragu.
Heather will take the jar off the shelf, read the directions. As soon as she sees onions, goes right back. Goes right back. That's why I said I don't really use jar sauce anymore. I make my own, and I don't put onions in it.
We're good with the onion flavor. We'll put onion mix and whatever, and no big deal. But yeah, no onions in the sauce.
Yeah.
Or
But, like,
anywhere for that.
Rob had asked about the flavor, and you just said like get the flavor on it. My sister, she'll order a hoagie with all the dressing, tomato, lettuce, onion, pickles, peppers, and then she scrapes all the vegetables off because she doesn't like them, but she likes the flavor of it.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Mm.
So it all comes up. She basically has a salad in her hoagie wrap once she's done
Uh-huh.
and just eats the hoagie.
Interesting.
How
Because
about
she likes the
fried
flavor.
onions on a cheesesteak? Is that a yay
No.
or nay?
I don't do cheesesteaks. I do a plain steak. Because
I
I
don't
feel like the
get it.
flavor of cheese is overwhelming. I know, Deke. I get it. I get
Look,
it.
He's just shaking his head in disappointment
He's
and
embarrassed.
shame.
Thorough disappointment.
This is my mother's fault.
No, don't go there.
She coddled me as a child.
You're old enough to be
She
making. your own
coddled me as a
decisions
child and said, you can be
and
anything that you
move
want to be.
beyond that.
My
And
mom
I
told me
decided
that
to be
too.
a little bitch. Is what I decided.
I said, if you
to
didn't
be.
drink and smoke when you were pregnant with me, I probably could be president.
Facts. Facts. So, stuffing was the GOAT, the
Yeah, that
overall
makes
number
sense.
one. Sausage was the big choice, and I didn't know that was a thing because I'm not a stuffing guy. Dessert. What do you think was the number one dessert?
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah, it's got to be
Some
pumpkin
type of pie. I
No,
don't know if it was pumpkin.
was not
apple?
pumpkin pie.
Apple pie?
So apple pie came in like a close second. I saw a lot of like the a la mode. It's got to be warm apple pie, and it's got to be a
Scoop
scoop of ice cream. However, pumpkin cheesecake was a big choice.
Yeah, it does nothing for me.
Yeah, those were the three big choices: pumpkin cheesecake, pumpkin pie, and apple pie. I was surprised because that's none of those three are my favorite. My favorite's coconut custard. Didn't get one vote. Not a single vote.
Well, here's one for you. When I was a kid, I really didn't like pumpkin pie. I'll tolerate it now, but when I was a kid, I couldn't stand
Why
it.
do you have
I
to
won't eat it.
tolerate it? Just don't
Tolerate
eat
it.
Well,
It's
yeah, but I'll
delicious.
eat it if it's there.
Dude, it's delicious.
Peak
it.
no social
Stop.
cues.
These on the school. If it's in
Wait,
front of you, you have
I'm
to
gonna
eat it.
eat half a pumpkin pie tomorrow.
Wait. So my mom would make me my own batch of chocolate pudding in the old metal bowl with the wax paper on top and let it sit in the fridge and settle.
Yeah, we do.
Did you guys
pudding
have
pies.
fridges when you were kids?
Yeah, we did. You had to put the ice in the bottom, but yeah, we had.
So serious question. No bullshit. Did you guys bring the recipe for pumpkin pie over on the Mayflower?
Absolutely.
Or did you
It was a closely guarded family.
did you steal
secret.
that from the Indians as well?
Nah, we'll take credit for that. Closely guarded family secret.
Was it?
However, yes.
It's actually King Richard's family. King Richard's recipe.
So we knew what we were bringing
Yeah,
over.
listen, we know
Passed down from Arthur.
don't lowball me. I know what I got. Pumpkin pie was the number one choice.
Yeah, we do a pudding pie.
A pudding pie.
Pudding pie. You get like the graham
pudding?
cracker crust, chocolate pudding. Yeah.
It's
That's
like
That's
another
good
way to
too.
make
I've had that.
You do the whipped cream on top.
You
the Ready
can.
Whip?
There's always a can of whipped cream there in case anybody
So
wants to
the
add.
Ready Whip is the best.
what we actually call that in Frankfurt is a classy dirt cake.
What he just described.
Pudding pie.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. There's just no Oreo crumbled on
Yeah,
top.
just
It's
say
graham
Jared's got the
crackers instead.
Oreo.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, that's you Frankfurt guys. You just throw your
We
shit
get
together
classy,
and just
bro.
make
We're
it.
classy.
No, we're classy. We did the pudding pie. You're telling me you're making dirt
If
cake.
you were that classy, your school would still be there.
It's true.
Oh,
It's
it's
true.
kick to the balls.
Like
Firing
the
that shot.
building ain't even there anymore.
No, the building. One of the buildings is
Yeah,
still there.
how
The
about this?
rectory got knocked down. The school's still there.
They knocked it
Rectory.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Really?
sorry. I don't go down there anymore.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't
Sorry
blame
to
you
hear
anymore
that.
either.
The drug addicts weren't the only ones that caught an eviction. They're kicking out the nuns, the fathers too. Let me ask you this,
Huh.
Deke. Who do you guys play at St. Joe's Prep on Thanksgiving?
We used to play LaSalle, and then it got to the point where, because they got rid of the North and South divisions in the Catholic League, and then they brought in state tournament playoffs and whatnot.
Yeah.
So what was happening was we were playing LaSalle once during the regular season,
Mhm.
once during the playoffs, and then on Thanksgiving. So they just scrapped the Thanksgiving game.
So you don't play one at
I
all.
don't believe they play anybody anymore.
But they're still
because-
playing
Right. They
because
play
the school's
for
still open.
They played a state championship.
Frankfurt
Saturday
too.
night.
Frankfurt's not playing though.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
Frankfurt too. So Frankfurt, St. Joe's Prep.
Yeah.
I mean, they could
But-
theoretically play each other, but I mean, they
I
don't.
Nah, St.
I
Joe's
didn't
still
wanna-
open as
I
a
didn't
St.
wanna
Joe's
trash-
isn't going to fall to that level of playing Frankfurt. They wouldn't do that.
No,
to
I didn't
themselves.
want to trash your statement earlier of you're in the mix for the playoffs for the state champion or for the state.
No, for the
playoffs.
Frankfurt playoffs.
Yeah.
It's them and the Yellow
Yeah.
Jackets from around the corner.
The
The
prep
under
is in the
sevens.
mix for the title every year.
for the state title.
6A, yes.
Right.
What
Yeah,
is
what, do they
Frankfurt?
go to
What level
Hershey?
is Frankfurt?
For some
Yes.
reason, I feel like they're 3A, maybe 4A.
Okay.
I think they're like in the middle.
Right.
But I think because I mean, obviously, from St. Joe's Prep. I don't want to get into like a big conversation about high school sports, but like the whole
Especially prep.
recruiting. Yeah.
Especially.
I don't mind the prep. The prep
Oh
does it
my
right.
God. Are we really going to get into recruiting? Everybody does it.
Yeah, no. I was saying that's a benefit. That's a
Oh,
good thing
okay,
you guys do.
okay,
I'm not saying it's
okay.
bad.
Right. Frankfurt's
So-
in District 12.
Yeah, but what
Right.
level is that?
It's
Hunger Games?
PIAA District 12.
Yeah, District 12. I just
Are
got
they
that.
the ones
I
that
just got that. Yeah. He fucking held up the Mockingjay.
That's 5A. Class
I had
5A.
So they're
Yeah.
5A. So that's
Yeah,
actually
it's-
really good.
Yes. Yeah,
So
it's the,
suck a dick,
it's
Deke.
the, it's the second one Second
Correct.
biggest to
Correct.
Russia, yes.
Correct. But we don't recruit. So now I am going to take
Okay,
shots. No, I'm just
okay.
kidding. So obviously being out here at Abington, like my kids don't get the joy of the Thanksgiving Day game and showing up either hungover or still drunk
Oh.
to said game. Like, they don't play. I don't think they play a game. But like, not only did Frankfurt play North in football, like our girls the night before on Wednesday night, the girls basketball team would play Little Flowers basketball team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. So it wasn't just like a Frankfurt North thing.
Mm.
Little Flower would get into it and they would do like a basketball game.
St. Joe's Prep is 6A.
Exactly, correct.
Yeah, I guess it's because the night before we were always out drinking
Hold on.
before the game, and we didn't,
They
we
usually
didn't
do
care
it
about
at school.
girls basketball.
It's a kickoff.
Not many
Hold
do.
on, Jimmy. I'm looking for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh man, it's not coming up.
Yeah,
It's-
you might
'cause
be
it's-
here all night looking.
It's because it's no way.
No way.
I was at a
It's a very no way.
I was at a flag football game last weekend, and the coach on the other team had his gator up. And he had his father Judge gator up, and he looks at my calf and he sees the North tattoo, and he goes, nice school. Yeah, thanks. I assume you're a Judge guy. He says, you know what? The guy behind me is a North Catholic guy. And every time I mow my lawn, he yells out, "You're mowing the lawn the wrong way." And I yell back to him, "You didn't even have grass where you grew up." I was like, it's true. Most of us at North,
Yeah.
I might be a little
Driveways.
I might be a little hoity-toity. Juniata, we had a little patch of grass. Might have been the size of this room, but
Yep,
we
that's
were
about what I
Kensington with a
had.
front yard, is what we always said.
I had an alley behind my house in Southwest, and I
Yeah,
was
we
right in
didn't
the
have-
middle of the row. No side yard.
We had if we wanted grass, we went to the cemetery.
Yeah.
If you were dying to see it, right? You see what I did there?
Oh,
We had the park, we had the cemetery, but yeah, most of us didn't have grass either.
And now I look at my little patch of grass in Parkwood. I'm like, shit, I don't want this. Let's concrete this. I didn't grow up with
My
this
first
I put
year-
stones in my front yard.
My
Yeah.
first year moving out to the suburbs, I was like, fuck yeah, I got a grass to cut.
Ah,
Cut this lawn,
How
cut the
long that
shit out of that
lasts?
lawn. I'm gonna have the best fucking lawn on this block. I hated it after like the second time of mowing it. This is fucking hot. I'm pretty sure my neighbors are looking at me. And I know they're not, but I always assume they are.
Mhm.
Like I'm somehow fucking this grass up.
I'm sure there's
And
one
they're
neighbor that
judging
is.
me.
I'm sure there's one neighbor that
There
is.
I'm
probably
still
is.
cutting my grass.
I'm sure. Listen, you
It's
have a,
November and it's still got to be cut
but you
again.
have a
Yeah.
ride on, right?
Cut
Yeah.
up to Thanksgiving.
Are you the guy that likes to get on the ride on and
He's
have
the
a little
guy that
drink,
gets
put your
pissed off.
headphones on?
No, dude.
He gets pissed off
I
because his
did.
neighbor has a better lawn. He
I'm
asks
trying
him
to
for
fix
tips
my
and shit.
lawn. I'm trying to fix my lawn. I planted all kinds of grass seed this year, like in September when you're supposed to, and it all took. And like I'm walking through my yard now, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait till summer.
Walking around with his shoes off. This is so plush.
A little bit. It's getting there. It's getting better. Believe
I
me.
want to hit 3 quick stories, and then then we can get out of here so you guys can get your show going.
Yeah.
What's that? The boys, yeah. So, as always, we had some weird news stories on the show, just to kind of
Love these.
yeah, it's my favorite.
My favorite was still the birdhouse.
Which one's
Remember
that?
the
one?
house where the family couldn't get out of their house because of
The
the
bird,
birds?
yeah, the bird was attacking them
Wow.
for 2 weeks. The fucking guy was locked in his house.
That was one of my favorites.
This is a good one too. I don't know if I want to give you the whole headline because it'll fuck up. I don't want to bury the
Bury the
punchline, bury the lead. So Oregon man sues. He went to the doctor for distress over his marital woes. So a Bend, Oregon man was experiencing depression as a result of his failing marriage. So he went to his family physician, who counseled him on ways to improve his marriage and prescribed him marijuana and CBD. The patient now claims in a lawsuit that all along, the doctor, Ronald Rosen, was the one having an affair with his wife.
Oh shit.
So this motherfucker went to the guy and he's like, Doc, I don't know what to do. Like, the fucking marriage is falling apart. And the guy's like, do tell. You don't want to make you feel better. Just get fucking high. Like, you'll never even know that I'm there. I
That's
mean,
what he's
you'll
telling the
never
wife.
even know.
Yeah. Smoke enough so you
Johnny's
pass
stoned
out
in the
on-
back seat of the car. Let's go in the house.
Pass out on the couch, smoke, all smoked up, and I'll be over.
And what I'm going to deem is the most righteous lawsuit ever. In a complaint filed Monday in Deschutes County Circuit Court, local musician and financial advisor Pearson Tone seeks $2.9 million from Rosen for professional negligence. Because fuck you. Yes, it is. That is
Yeah.
professional negligence.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, if
fucking
you know
depressed.
what the reason is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do. You're the reason.
Yeah.
You've been smashing her for years. From 2015 to 2018, his wife and 2 children received medical care at Rosen's clinic. Open paths integrative medicine. So integrative. That makes it even worse.
Wait, what did you say? Open pants?
It's called.
That's what I thought he said. Wait, where's
What
this
the
going?
fuck did you
That
say?
sounds like an interesting physician.
He should have known better as soon as he saw the name. It seems legit, honey. Don't worry. Open paths integrative medicine, which none of that is true.
Are you saying pants or paths?
Pam. Are you saying Pam? Because I can help with this Pam thing.
What the
Paths.
paths?
Paths.
Like PATHS?
Yes. man.
Okay, cool. Now I understand. Must be
At
that
some
Frankfurt
point-
shit.
At some point, the suit says Rosen began a relationship with Tone's wife. In November 2018, Tone went to Rosen to treat his depression, which was caused by his stress in his relationship. Rosen counseled Tone and offered him solutions to enhance and heal his marriage and prescribed him herbs and breathing techniques for his depression, in addition to marijuana and CBD. I wonder how many times the doctor was like, you know what? If we ever find out who this son of a bitch is, you, me, and a couple of the boys we're gonna
lump him
roll up. We're going to give him some action. We're going to give this guy the business.
Here's what caught my attention in that.
Mhm.
The husband was a musician.
Yeah.
And his name is Pearson Tones.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nice.
Yes.
That's perfect.
That is true. I didn't even notice that until just now. Pearson Tones. I
It's
bet
the
he's a
strangest
jazz
thing
singer
to
too.
catch- Oh,
He
yeah.
it didn't dawn
Jazz
on him.
flutist.
Yeah, he's a flautist. It didn't even dawn on him that he should be like in heavy metal with Pearson
Pearson
Tones
Tones.
as a name.
The odd things that catch me. I'm like, wait, did you say
Mm.
Tone, who goes by his middle name, Franchote.
what?
Yeah, that's what he goes by. Franchote.
What
That's
kind
why she was cheating
That's
on him.
why, yeah.
Who the
definitely.
fuck wants to be married to
What?
a guy named Franchote?
Why'd she
Definitely.
even marry him?
As
Yeah,
soon
he
as probably
she-
had some money.
as soon as-
he probably had a promising music career and
That-
then it
that
failed.
name-
Yeah, maybe.
That name sounds
That
like
might
it
have
comes
been
from
the-
money. Pearson
So, well,
Franchote.
Yeah, that's true.
He is the
But
grandson of the classic Hollywood actor, also named Franchote Tone.
There you go.
as soon as you say, "Hey, what's your name?" Francho. Now I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
See ya.
No, I said, what's your name?
What wine you drink?
Story number 2. I don't
What
know
was his
why.
name?
Huh?
What was his name?
Franchot.
Tones.
It's Franchot, and the last name is Tone. Tone.
I understand you all met Tom.
So
What's your name?
Ezekiel. What a stupid name.
I love
So
it.
dad of 2.
I laugh every time I see that one.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you too, Tony.
Rob and I went and played paintball for his kid's birthday a couple weeks ago. And as we're on the turnpike coming back, I rolled down the window and I went, "What's your name?" And he went, "Tony." I went, "Fuck you, Tony."
What's
And
your
I
name?
sped off. I don't know why they had to put this in here, but sometimes the headlines that just catch you, like you'll see something and you'll go, "That's unnecessary. You didn't have to fucking add that in there. It doesn't do anything for it." Dad of 2 jailed for having sex with chickens in Acrington Farm. Like, what the fuck does it being a dad of 2 have anything to do with him fucking chickens?
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
if he only had one kid, this is
Yeah, yeah.
expected. But since he had 2, he should be more responsible and know that this is unacceptable behavior. If he would have gotten to the 3rd kid, we would have never had to
Yeah,
worry
yeah,
about
why?
it.
Been an issue.
If it didn't say dad of 2, no one would have ever looked at it.
Everybody would have
You would
looked
have
at
never even seen the story.
it. Bro, I'm going to read this again without.
She's sex with chickens.
Man jailed for having sex with chickens.
Much better headline.
But you're still going to read
Actually,
it.
The dad part fucking throws it off.
How about if I go, weirdo jailed for having sex with chickens?
Even better.
It
You
gets
would've
so
offended
much
him.
worse. You think that
You would have
that's
offended
it.
him if you called him a weirdo.
You think that that's it.
Yeah, you
Should've
give
said
all the
dad of
weirdos
2
a
when
bad
he
name.
end.
Oh, this is going to take a turn that you're not ready for. Shane
Chickens
Waters.
asked for it.
It's going to get worse before it gets better. I'm just letting you know. I almost wish I saved this one for last. Assorted father of 2 who would creep into poultry farm at night to have sex with chickens used to apologize to the animals afterwards. Shane Waters, who has previously been convicted of having sex with a horse and a donkey, admitted to police that he could not control his urges when it came to sexual intercourse with animals.
I have so
I have to take a
many.
I have to
Where is this first? This
I have
Florida
to-
or Alabama?
England.
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 I have to take a breath to get through this part. Burnley Crown Court also heard that the 40-year-old admitted to having sex with his own dog, a Great Dane, despite the fact that she would bite him while he was doing so.
Oh my God.
Prosecuting the case, Barbara Webster said that the defendant had made admissions of his guilt during a police interview and pleaded guilty at a lower court of having sexual intercourse with a chicken, a dog, and burglary. He was given 30 months.
burglary.
Yeah, burglary is whatever.
We can
He
drop
got
that charge.
He got sentenced to 30 months. Time served. He got sentenced to 30 months prison for his crimes. Waters came to the attention of police after a farmer found 4 dead and several unwell-looking chickens in his shed on his premises. Lower Hokel Farm in Accrington in September 18.
What's he doing to these chickens that he's killing them?
He's choking them. He later checked his CCTV and could see a man entering one of his chicken sheds, which had been bolted closed, and remaining inside the building for around 20 minutes. Miss Webster said after he reviewed the CCTV, he went back in and found 11 dead chickens. He formed the view that something sexual had happened to them. The police were contacted, and subsequently RSPCA were sent to the premises to carry out an investigation. 8 chickens were taken away for examination, and 2 of them were found to have traces of waters inside of them.
Oh my God.
He was later identified and visited by police, where he made a full and frank admissions from the outset. Starting out, I need help. I know what you're on about. I just get these urges. After his arrest for the offenses against the chickens, an examination was carried out upon Waters' dog, where traces of semen were found. Miss Webster said in his interview, the defendant admitted to going on the farm and having sex with the chickens. He admitted he'd been on the farm on 9 previous occasions and told the officers he would say sorry to the chickens when he finished. This is the part that fucking got me. He also admitted this is the part.
The whole all the rest of it didn't get
He
you?
also admitted to having sexual intercourse with his Great Dane at his address. He said he knew she didn't like it and would growl and bite him. Like, gee, that was the fucking clue.
How many times did he have to do that to figure out she doesn't like it?
He said, there's nothing that I can offer on his behalf by way of an excuse. He's genuinely ashamed and apologetic. Of fucking course he is.
I don't
He's
know.
only
He
upset
keeps
because he got
doing it.
caught. He appreciates the full force of his suffering that he's caused the animals.
No, he doesn't, because he keeps
Unbelievable.
doing it.
That dude is not going to be happy in prison.
No.
He's going to have
No.
some. Yeah.
Ugh.
Wow.
15 chickens died as a result of his sordid activities. Like, how does this? Oh, that's wild.
There are some really, really whacked out people in this world, and he might be at the top of the list.
I mean,
Yeah. And
just kept going back in on it.
I want to know
Yeah.
the progression, too. Like, he had, what did it say? Chicken, horse,
Horse. He got caught
Pig,
with the horse and donkey
dog,
before.
donkey.
He's known to police.
The very first time that thought popped into his head, why was the next thought not, hell no? Why was it, oh yeah, let's
Probably-
do this?
It was probably like the chicken was all right. That horse had been looking at me a little funny.
So he got
Who was
busted.
getting excited while he was watching me and the chicken.
Seems
So-
to like it.
You have to see the progression here. It started off with the horse. He got caught. The donkey, he got caught. He said, I got too greedy. I went too big. I got to go smaller. The chickens
Yeah.
I can at least hold. They're not going to run away.
I can hide in the coop.
But like, how do you fuck a chicken dead and then just toss it aside and grab another one? Right? Like he killed 5 of them. Like he didn't just go, you know what? You're not good enough. Snapping your neck. Nope. You're not pretty enough. Snapping your neck.
I'll reach out to his handlers. Maybe he can get him on. It's his handlers. Hey, buddy.
But
I mean, this
I'll-
guy's-
We want to talk.
Nice play on words
Yeah.
there, James.
Maybe we could be pen pals. See what I did there?
Hey, I see what you did there. Yeah. Yes. Very nice. Very nice.
All right, last story, then we'll get out of here so you guys can do your show. Youths give energy drink to thieves so they can beat him again. Some youths in Takoradi, Ghana, allegedly gave an energy drink to a thief so he could regain himself to receive another round of beating. Sounds like
Oh,
something-
wait. I heard that wrong completely. So they gave the energy drink to the dude they beat up.
Yeah, they whipped his ass and then gave him an energy drink to get him back in there so they could whip
to
his ass
revive
again.
him.
That's some good fellow
I
stuff
like
right
that
there.
right
That's,
there.
Yeah.
I like that
I
right
want
there.
you to be awake
Eyewitness-
and alert as I'm beating your ass.
Yeah, right.
So, an eyewitness who shared the story online said the hoodlum was caught right in the act of stealing. Instead of handing him over to police, the area boys took the matter into their own hands and gave him the beating of his life. Noticing that he's weak from the beatings, the thief was given a Rush energy drink, which, by the way, is the greatest commercial ever. You feeling down from the ass whipping you just took? Try a Rush. It'll give you wings. They gave him the Rush energy drink for him to recover so that the beatings could resume. The eyewitness posted a photo of the moment the alleged thief is seen taking the energy drink as the youth surrounded him. Dead serious. Look how happy they are getting ready to whip this dude's ass. Again.
And what do you do there to make him drink it? You say, drink this, or I'm going to beat your ass. You
How
say,
you feeling?
You're going to beat
That's
my
all.
ass anyway.
Yeah, right. What's the
Yeah,
difference?
right. Like,
It says, welcome to Takarati, Ghana, where subsequent to beating a criminal, we offer him a container of Surge caffeinated drink so we can beat him once more. You perceive how kind we are? No spot like Toddy.
Nice. I like it.
Let's go
That's
for a
fucking
visit.
I love it. That's the kind of shit that needs to happen in the hood here.
that's just good fellow stuff.
Nah, they just shoot people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
You don't have
dangerous. Yeah.
So,
I got-
what are you guys talking about on your show tonight?
Man.
You guys look burned out. You guys look exhausted from doing one episode
One
of the Sarcast.
debacle after
That's
another.
that's the word that was in my head all the way out here.
Exhausted.
Exhaustion. Yes. So that's where we're going with it. That's where I'm going with it. And
Yeah.
I'll drag you all along with me.
I love it.
We'll be talking sports, obviously. We'll be talking about Thanksgiving. We'll
I dig it.
get into wherever else the path takes us.
Yeah.
I dig it.
We have some drinks out there. I'm gonna give y'all, if y'all want to try a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I'm interested.
It's Hershey's. It's the Yingling Hershey's Porter and Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
So is this a homemade thing?
Nah, somebody pointed it out, and then I tried it, and it's actually pretty good. And I got pretty
Where? Oh,
pretty blurry eyed drinking them a few weekends ago.
We went to the Iron Chef, or what's it called?
The
The
Iron
Iron
Chef.
Oven. The Iron Oven on Street Road for DJ's birthday last night, and they have a sign up as you walk in for peanut butter whiskey. I think it was. I was like,
You know about the
Try
Iron
it.
Oven?
"What's that?"
It's a good
I
spot.
know all about there.
Yeah, it's a very good spot.
My son works there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the bar. He's a
Bar back.
whatever boss
Barback.
boy or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Speaking of,
wasn't. He wasn't interested in trying a shot of peanut butter whiskey.
Well, you can taste it here if he wants.
Speaking of whiskey, we actually have a very cool whiskey episode coming up. I think it's the first week of December. This is actually news to Rob. Rob doesn't even know this.
Oh, breaking news. Where's the sounder?
You're gonna want to come in. You're gonna want to come in for this.
Yeah.
So,
First weekend in December, you said?
yeah, I think it's December 6th. Is that the first Wednesday in December?
I don't know.
I'll have to confirm
I
the
think
date.
it
No,
is.
it's not.
I think it is.
The 3rd is the first Wednesday.
So it might be the one after that. It might be the 9th.
Second.
Second or the 9th.
Yeah, I'll check out the dates, but we're gonna have a whiskey themed episode basically. So Jay Fogg from Pops McCann Whiskey is gonna come in, and I have a friend. I might butcher the name of our company. So she's the regional sales director for Pennsylvania and New Jersey for Liberty Whiskey Company. And the two of them are going to come in and we're going to talk whiskey for an
Chop
hour.
it up. Nice.
We're going to learn all
I'm just
about.
gonna leave my mic on mute.
You should. But the two of them, like they've never met, they don't know each other. So it'll be awesome to hear like the differing whiskeys and stuff that they offer. And like Jay can explain how he got into whiskey. And my friend can talk about her whiskey experiences too. She's been doing it for like 3-4 years. I think it's going to be an awesome episode. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to
yeah.
it. So be on the lookout for that. We always like to have like
Gonna be
the
some
weird,
tasting?
interesting stuff. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. it's
You know,
gonna
with
be-
Jay, there's
I'm sure Jay is going to bring something in. Yes.
Yes, and that Jay will do his traditional toasts, and
Yes.
yeah. So we got a whiskey episode coming up. So
Cool.
everybody, wet your whistle, and if you guys want to come in for that night, we'd love to have you guys
All right.
Cool.
come hang out and talk whiskey with us. So.
Do we have to? Darn.
All right. Well,
Come in and
Permission
drink
slips?
whiskey. Darn.
well, as you guys call it, medicine.
Yeah.
We call it our every night. We drink whiskey every show.
Yeah.
I had a double and a single last night at the Iron Oven.
So triple.
Yeah, but I got the double first
I like that you
with
spread
dinner.
it out.
Yeah, the double first with dinner, and then I had the single after dinner.
I dig it.
Yep.
So that's
'Cause
our
I
show
was
for tonight.
driving.
I like it. Drink and drive. Stay safe. That's our show for this week. Make sure check it out on anywhere you can get a podcast downloaded. Continue to check us out each and every week. CB Pro Live, the Sarcast, and if you're hanging out on video, stay tuned. We're gonna have Sandy Boot First coming up next. Talk a little sports, a little Thanksgiving. See you guys next week.